try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Spence. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
2nd and 13. He finds his man complete. It's Waters. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, Spence throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Spence got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off the play fake. Spence. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's Jackson again on the reception. Touchdown, New Orleans! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right back to him on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Spence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Spence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Spence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back to throw. Spence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Final minute now in the third quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to roam now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing to start the drive. Spence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Deputy Ring,
Throwing on first down. Spence.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. On first down, Spence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Operating from the gun, Spence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Spence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He finds his man complete. That's Warner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7 if we'd made one more play.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Spence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back to 60, back to 60. 18 Rattler.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
That is it.